Good evening, everybody. Happy New Year. So we're just grabbing some beer. Much needed after this game week. Good evening, everybody. Happy New Year. Kane is just so I know. Picked that picture even though I got rid of him recently. For Benteke of all people. Can you hear me okay? I just want to make sure that there's no echo. Yeah, camera will be on in just a sec. Benteke does have great fixtures now. There we go. Should be able to see and hear me now. So cheers to all. Awful game week for me. 36 all out. Absolutely terrible. How did you guys do? Yeah, I should do radio really with this face. Yeah, I was just looking at my game week history when it comes to like frustration. Like go up 100k, down 100k. So I was on 480k in game week 17, and down 100k, and now back up, and actually 4k less. Damn, some good scores. Jesus, 36 was awful then. 45, 60, 55, 58. Yeah, you guys did much better than me. Kane saved me, yeah. See, a couple of weeks ago, where is it? Oh yeah, I also went out of the cup this week to this team. Oh no, sorry, that was the week before. Yeah, 42-36 I lost. Captain Sanchez. There's probably so many people that took hits this week. I suppose it was Costa to come back in after Kane did the not so great. Who was it the last week that was, or not last week, the other stream, who was looking to take out Kane for a hit for Costa? So I remember saying I just didn't think that was worth it. Didn't expect Kane to go so mad, but. And that, if you're tired, I think it's done on rank. So you're higher or lower than your opponent? Oh, Antonio, did you go through with it? I'm guessing you did because of the sad face. Oh, is it goals scored, is it? Okay, I didn't know that. Well, I might anyway, so I've lost all interest for this year. Maybe next year instead. But yeah, I don't know what to do with my team now. Anyone who followed me on Twitter would have seen that I was kind of almost rage transferring earlier. I think I'm going to go 3-5-2. As you can see, Benteke is currently captain. I don't know if that'll stay. We'll have to see. But who's still transfers left to do? Or have you all made them already? Yeah, Salah, I know you said you lost Kane and gained Alli. Should have kept both. Ignore coverage. Oh, 69, 68, that's harsh, especially to a dead team. Yeah, I had Benteke last week as well. Is Phillips going to rise again tonight? I haven't checked. Let's check now. Because I tried to do it very late last night, the transfer, and just didn't get it in time. Okay, Ali's going up, thought he might. Bit annoying, but don't think I can bring him in. Is Costa to Aguero a bad idea? Maybe not. Some people think he's not going to start against Burnley. I kind of think he will. But I'm still not going for him just because of the money. And Costa's been pretty consistent. Let me grab this. I was actually looking at kind of points per game today. You may have seen the tweet about it. all the big hitters, Kane, Ibra, Costa, Sanchez and Hazard, they're all kind of within at least 6.8 points per game for like the last 6 or 7 weeks. So everyone was doing well, just maybe not consistent as Costa. Yeah, Alonso's a weird one. I saw Benteke tweet out that he was potentially injured, but I've not seen any other sources for it, so I don't know. I have looked at getting rid, but he's 6.5 now, and I got him for 5.9, so I think I have to hold. But I think like we discussed last week or the week before, I think double Chelsea defence is probably a no-go right now. I use FPL stats just because it's one I've always used. So, plus the guy that runs it's pretty cool. Sometimes tweet him and he always answers back. Or the woman, I don't know who runs it. Yeah, CIA. It's interesting you say about early wildcarding. I've considered it. I think my defence had changed quite a bit. Like Holobas, just rubbish. Jones, he'll probably come back into the side, but I think there might be better options. I just think I've got to save it for double game weeks. If you play it now, double game weeks are not likely to be to like game week 34. So you've got like 14 weeks to make use of that wild card. The points total could be great, even if you miss out on the double game week. Is anyone else going now? I'd say most people are going double game week. Yes, I do regret selling Lovren. Sold him for Jones. Since then, he's got like three clean sheets in 4 or something like that. So very annoying. For me, I think I'm going to save the wild card because the double game was so big last year, and it's not only just getting the points in the double game week. It's also manoeuvring, especially if there's a lot of blanks either side. It can be a real pain. So yeah, I'll be saving. But I might take a big hit next week. I'm not going to do it this week because I think there's more rotation to come. It's just very hard to pick who it is. But I think perhaps after the break I might take a big hit. I'll show you what I'm thinking. So this, it'd be interesting to know what you think. So where is it? So Matt Phillips obviously went up last night. So that's what I'm thinking this week. Just one transfer. I'll bench Carroll against United and play Sigurdsson against Palace. Just play 3-5-2. And then the week after, I can do something like this. Bear in mind Spurs are playing Chelsea in the next game week, so not so interested in them. So Alli, obviously he's going up in price, but I'll have 5.3 to spend on that third bench spot. I'll just bring in someone like Ashley Barnes and just spend 4.4 million and use that as bench fodder. And then if I want Kane later on, I can get rid of Hazard. That's what I'm thinking. Don't know what others' opinions are of that. I really want Kane and Alli obviously now, but Chelsea up next, and then the break, and who knows what's going to happen. Eriksen to Alli for -4. No, I know moves like that are tempting, but there's nothing to say that Eriksen won't get the next haul. I mean, you just be doing that back and forth. Yeah, Ali's the one I'll get in first, just because it's harder for me to upgrade Benteke. So I'd look to get Alli in after the break. So yeah, I don't necessarily agree Ali's better, but better value. Any players I really regret not having? Yeah, loads. I think a Spurs midfielder is really good right now. I think Mkhitaryan was a mistake for a few reasons. Pogba's nailed on, much less likely to get dropped. I think he's played every single minute like Ibra. He's also got great stats. I think we changed formation to more of a 4-3-3, or Mourinho did. And Pogba's stats have been so good. Plus he's cheaper. Mkhitaryan's actually blocked me from a few moves just because of his price. So yeah, I kind of regret not getting Pogba. I think if I could get Pogba, Alli and Kane and Phillips for free right now, they'd be the 4 I want on my team. Costa, yes, he's still good, but I like Kane's next 4 fixtures. Or 3 of the next 4. Am I getting rid of Sigurdsson? Yes, but probably not this week. I just think Sigurdsson and Carroll are both not that great. And I just think Sigurdsson against Palace. I'm not hugely convinced just yet that Big Sam's suddenly going to get him keeping clean sheets. So I think I'm going to play Sigurdsson and bench Carroll. Go from there. But the other thing is, if I do that and I decide I don't want the Spurs moves, the week after I can play Carroll against Palace and bench Sigurdsson. So I'm not really in a rush to get rid of him. The only annoying thing is the price rises. If Kane or Alli do well against Chelsea, there's 2 weeks, or is it 10 days, 2 weeks off? Who knows? I'm sure that's a 0.3 rise. I can do Sigurdsson to Lallana, but I'm just not sure about playing Carroll against United. So I'm more tempted. And plus, there's chances of rotation. So I figure if I get Phillips in for Caputi, if someone doesn't play, then Carroll comes on. It's not the worst thing. I mean, will Lallana or Firmino get rested? They could, but are there any more risk than anyone else? The only thing I think with Liverpool is, I thought it was quite interesting that Klopp, he went back to false nine with Firmino up front for the harder game. And they have United and Chelsea in the next 4, so anyone that's still holding Origi, I think he could miss 2 of the next games, or at least not start. Yeah, Jason... Rotation is going to be a pain this year. Anyone that didn't get rotated already is probably, up as a risk. Obviously not everyone. I'd expect Benteke and Ibra to play, but other players for sure. Geez, so there's loads of questions. I'm missing them now. I need someone next to me to write down the questions. Yeah, Mkhitaryan could still be a good differential. And I don't want to think that it's been a mistake after one game. But I did look at Pogba as well, so. Would you captain Benteke or Ibra? Ibra's in such good form. I mean, I saw the highlights for that game, and I think that was a goal, the Kung Fu kick. I mean, he had his leg down before the keeper was anywhere near, and to me that's no worse than a overhead kick. And then I didn't see the penalty, but apparently there was a penalty decision we could have got. So he could have had 14, 15 points. I think West Ham aren't too great. We're in form right now. I think it's only a matter of time before we really put 4 or 5 maybe past someone. Maybe not West Ham, but... the funny thing is I've actually got my captain on Benteke right now. So someone was tweeting, I think they were tweeting John T, and they were saying that the last 3 strikers to face Swansea have all got double figures. That's how bad they are. Yeah, so it was Negredo. Who scored the goals for West Ham? Carroll got 1, someone got 2. And then Bournemouth was... oh, jeez, I can't remember now. Today. Who scored the goals for Bournemouth today? Memory's gone already. Oh, yeah, Daniel scored 1, didn't he? Or assisted 1, sorry. Oh, okay, no, sorry, it wasn't double figures, but... yeah, Benteke's could be a good captain option. There's Sanchez against Bournemouth as well, I'm looking at. He's done very well away from home. I'm not considering Giroud because I've tried second guessing Wenger before, and when Walcott last got injured, I thought, well, this is it now. Giroud will probably play more. But I just think this potential rotation right now, once Walcott's fit, which we'll have to wait and see, I would think Sanchez could go back up front. Yeah, Kabay, I'm not sure. I didn't see the game today, so I don't know how well Palace played. But Kabay could be an option. He's nice and cheap. Potentially on penalties, but we don't know that for sure. Oh, strikers against Swansea. Okay, let's have a look. Hang on, I have to put the beer down. Oh, yeah. There we go. Let me... Oh, okay. This isn't just for this week. Or the last few weeks. Yeah, there you go. There's all the strikers recently that have done well against them. There you go. Carroll, Afobe all scored. So since game week 13, Defoe's the only one that's not scored. So yeah, I think Benteke's hopefully a good option this week. Who is first on goals imminent? I don't know if I'm allowed to say. Depends. Are Mark or Jonty watching? We can show you. We'll show you quickly. I think it's I had a look at earlier. That's where I get taken off air for showing these stats. Oh yeah, Sanchez. But I think everyone kind of realised that anyway, right? He's been hitting the post all the time. He's been playing it really well, and just the points are just there. They're coming. He's done well away. He's done well away from home this season as well. So I think if you haven't got Aguero, he's one of the top captain options this week. Am I happy just having one keeper available? No, I mean, I'd rather have someone else because of Heaton's fixtures. But when I'm looking at trying to get Phillips, Alli, Kane, maybe even getting like an Arsenal defender in, it's going to be so hard to actually want to pull the trigger on the goalkeeper. I might have to just do it as a hit. Yeah, Cedric's a weird one. How many times has he been rotated recently? He wasn't injured, was he? Yeah, last 5 games he's missed 3 of them. I'd be worried about him. Aki looks good. Bournemouth pretty decent. He's already scored 3 goals, right? Yeah, 3 goals in 7 appearances isn't bad. Yeah, man, I like Vardy's Middlesbrough's fixtures. I just think if George Friend is back in the team now and he's going to keep that place, then he's possibly a better option. Yeah, Origi, it seems, again, like I said last time, seems ahead of Sturridge in the pecking order. One of them is going to start against Sunderland, potentially both. I'm not 100% convinced by that. I think he'll be alright, but I do think if you look at their fixtures, the fact that Klopp played false 9 today makes you think they'll do that against Chelsea and United. So I think he could start against Sunderland, but United away and Chelsea at home are dodgy, I think, especially if Coutinho is back. I know Mane's going, but Sanchez does always play. Fixtures are so close together, though. Maybe Wenger will finally give him a rest. Perhaps he'll rest him in the FA Cup. Yeah, Holobas, Torres Magic. Holobas is useless, absolutely. He's already on 9 yellow cards, which is ridiculous. 1 more and he's suspended for 2 games. They haven't kept a clean sheet in God knows how long. And attacking returns, maybe. But I think Watford in general aren't looking too good right now. Yeah, exactly. 1 more yellow, 2 games off. Again, he's a player I want to get rid of, but it's just finding the transfer for it. Oh yeah, someone said earlier I've got no City or Liverpool players, but like take City, who'd you get? Unless you get Aguero, who's so expensive. It's just who else do you really want? Sterling maybe, but I've been there before. I think there's more reliable players in that price bracket. Lallana, for example. And yes, Liverpool attacking would be nice. Obviously, I can't get Mane. Lallana's probably the one to get, but I'm going to hold off another week or so. Yeah, Silva's been ticking over, hasn't he? I think Wakey on the site was saying that. But again, he's 8.7 million. That's a lot. Like, okay, you got a double figure haul there, 5 and 6. I mean, personally, I'd rather have Alli. And after Burnley, Everton away, Spurs at home. Not necessarily the best fixtures, really. Yeah, Yellow Bass, exactly. Yeah, ticking over Silva, but not enough for that price, I agree. Who's getting Aguero, actually? Tell me who's getting him, or who's already got him in. The one thing I like about Aguero is, and I shouldn't really be worried about live teams because I'm so far back, but his ownership is like less than 5%, I think, for live teams. So to have an Aguero captain differential against Burnley at home is huge. Like it's really huge. Yeah, see, not many of you seem to have him. But if he scores a hat-trick against them, you've captained him. And the others, do you know what I mean? The other players, like, Ibra against West Ham's not bad, Sanchez against Bournemouth, not bad, but they're not the kind of captain fixtures you necessarily look for. Got him this week for Kane, only for 1 week. So you're going to go back to Kane. Yeah, not many of you have him at all. Yeah, I'm not sure about him really. The thing is, you say that, like you say, is it Matt? Oh, I'm not going to be able to pronounce that name, so I'm not going to try. But say like you can just get him in and then transfer him out. But he's one of those players you'll find it hard to transfer out if he blanks. Once if he gets an assist, 5 points. What do you do then? I just think back to having Ibra, and I remember Mark on the Scoutcast kept saying you're never going to get rid of him. He's going to be a hard one to let go of, and that's exactly what happened. It worked out well in the end, but plenty of weeks it didn't. The thing is, you're going to find it hard to get rid of Sanchez with these fixtures. So he's got Bournemouth away, Swansea away, who are awful, and then Burnley at home, who we're all thinking is good for Aguero. So to me, that means it's good for Arsenal too. Watford, we've just seen Spurs demolish them, and Hull are awful too. So out of the next kind of 6 fixtures for Arsenal, Chelsea away is the only one we're not going to like. So I'm not sure about getting rid of Sanchez, even if Giroud does keep starting. It's so tough. You just can't have everybody, and that's why, like I said at the start about my rank going up 100k and then down 100k. That's just because 1 week my players do well and I nail a captain. The other next week I get Ibra with just an assist, and all the players that don't have did really well. And I don't think I said at the start of the last stream. Like I think if someone looked at my team, they would have said it's pretty good. There's definitely improvements, but it wasn't bad. So yeah, it's a tough one. It's very hard to like get over the fact that you can't have everyone as well. Always looking at ways you can get them in. Okay, yeah, sorry, the strikers at home have only scored once, but still, I'd take a goal from Benteke, to be honest. All right, someone's tweeting me their team. Let me pull it up a sec. Is Fozzie B or Ollie B? No doubt this is so this is for -8. Yeah, geez, that's not bad, is it? I think you're kind of in this defense. Yeah, Lovren's good right now. Obviously Foster, West Brom's fixtures are about to turn, so that's cool. Yeah, I like this. Again, Kabay is kind of, we don't really know if Kabay is going to do the business, but it's worth the risk for that strike force, I think. I prefer that to having Aguero in there. As soon as you put Aguero in, you've got to find 2 more million from somewhere. And I think that really makes the team not as good. But eventually you could get rid of Hazard. I don't know if you need both Hazard and Costa. I just think there's better value. I mean, you can keep them, they're both doing well, but I just think maybe someone like Alli for Hazard if you wanted to upgrade Kabay. Something like that. But otherwise, looking good. I never expect the chat to scroll so fast, so I miss everything. I expect Aguero to haul versus Burnley, but I'm keeping Ibra. Yeah, you always got to expect Aguero to score. No one's ever going to bet against him. It's all about whether that money can be spent better elsewhere. Yeah, I actually looked at the big hitters. Ibra, since game week 11, is averaging 9.1 points per game. Kane and Hazard, 6.8. Costa, 7.1. And Sanchez, 7.3. I find that quite interesting because I think sometimes hauls get in the way of our thinking. Especially me with Costa. Because I don't see any hauls to kind of write him off, but yet he's scoring more consistently than the other big hitters. Yeah, Malesna, knee, Danny Rose. I didn't see the game today, but I saw the last one. He was playing like a striker. It was ridiculous. After Chelsea, they got West Brom at home. Can be good. Stream is a bit fuzzy. Sorry. I think it's just because it's I've had to cut the website to fit it in. But yes, I'm keeping Hazard for now. But I'm not attached to him, so could get rid of him eventually. Next few weeks, maybe. One player that you believe is near essential the next few weeks. I think I wouldn't like to do without Ibra just because of the form he's in, and Sanchez because of the fixtures. Whether or not they're near essential, I don't know. Like, I'd put those two ahead of Aguero. Just have to hope that they don't, or that Heaton does the business like he did against Aguero earlier in the season. Yeah, Rose is so attacking anyway, even when he doesn't play three at the back. It's basically Rose and Walker that provide most of the width in that team usually. I don't see why rotation would favour dead teams more, to be honest. If anything, if they're dead teams, they've probably already got players that are rotation threats or injured or suspended. Is this the longest stretch you've been sub 1 million? I don't think so. Maybe. So I've been sub 1 million since game week 11. Yeah, I've only been over 1 million for 4 game weeks. 4 very bad game weeks. How much less is Brunt worth? See, it depends whether you think. It depends whether you think clean sheets are about to start coming, because all his points so far are attacking returns. I don't think they've got a clean sheet in those matches. Oh, that one there, sorry, against Burnley. I think the fixtures are there for clean sheets, so I think he's still worth money, because I'm assuming he's still going to take free kicks and stuff, and he's still going to be able to whip a ball in from left back. Oh yeah, Granville did well this week. He kept Kane. He's only 40 points behind me now. Did he get under 1 million? Oh no. Must be quite. Is it updated? I don't know if it's updated already this week. Someone tweeted me. Look at this team. Thinking of Costa and Sigurdsson to Cullen Phillips. See, to me, I don't know the exact money there, but I'd be more tempted by Sigurdsson. Oh, hang on a sec. Would you not? How's Ramirez doing? You could get rid of Ramirez for Phillips. Play Sigurdsson one more week against Palace and play 3-5-2. You got Diamandi up front, so I'm assuming you're not wanting to play him. Oh no, you've got 3 great left backs. Yeah, I'd be tempted by maybe getting rid of Ramirez. If you want to keep him, just do Sigurdsson to Phillips maybe. I don't. If you really want Aguero, then yes, but I think Costa's a great option. Any planned transfers? Yeah, I'm pretty much going to do Phillips in for Kapui. I think that's going to give me Carroll on the bench just in case rotation hits, and then eventually I'm going to go 3-5-2. I think I might regret that with everyone else looking at 3 big hitters up front, but we'll see. Yeah, this is the only problem with doing this on the fly and not knowing what questions are coming. I can't check people's stats beforehand, so I don't know what Ramirez is doing. Middlesbrough's fixtures are pretty good, so if you think he's a good option and you don't think Sigurdsson is, then get rid of Sigurdsson. People underrating points hits. Yeah, but points hits always look great when they're working. They don't always work. I mean, I did some earlier in the season that were really good, got me up, but I'm not sure about doing them this week, for example, when there's so much rotation. Do I think high team? I think high team value is going to potentially pay off more than it has done in previous seasons. But there's nothing to say that, you know, having Aguero, Costa and Ibra, or Costa, Ibra and Kane is going to propel you up. It's just because you've got them doesn't mean that other cheaper options aren't going to do well. See, Naomi, I thought he was going now. I think it's better for Brunt owners if he doesn't. But who played? Did Brunt move to left back last game? Yeah, I didn't even check, to be honest. Because I know some people were saying, oh yeah, Galloway didn't play. Never mind. I still think Brunt's a good option. Oh, it's Rhinos from the site. Let's have a look. He's always usually got a few differentials. Wonder if he's still got De Bruyne. No. Oh, Aguero in captain. Oh yeah, he made that move for Ibra. Yeah, looking good. And that's Mane's last game, right? I think then he goes. I like Bellerin too. I think I don't think we looked at fixtures enough when it came to Chelsea and Arsenal. I know Chelsea have been doing great defensively, but I think rather than double Chelsea defence, having Bellerin there is great. Yeah, I think that's looking good. Who's on the bench? Yeah, Friend, if he kicks his place, I think most of us will be looking for him. Good to go, yeah, for sure. Oh man, the tweet's coming in now. Really, I need you guys to tell me what to do with my team. I'm the one that's doing terrible. Yeah, Zaniga, he went off, didn't he? Yes, yeah, I've said already, I think Origi is potentially an issue in the next kind of 4 game weeks, but hopefully he'll start getting something for you. Mkhitaryan again. Let's hope he starts, is all I'll say. Sterling could be good value, though. Yeah, I think that's pretty decent. Suggestions. See, Karen Origi, I don't know if they're going to cut it for you long term. I don't know how much value you've got, how much money in the bank. Carroll against United, maybe Jones and Bravo could be a good. Like I say, Origi might start, but I'm not sure about the 2 games after United and Chelsea. Did I get yours, Chris? Yes. Sorry, a bit clicking there. I have to pick them in one browser and take it to another, otherwise it messes the stream up. Game week 20 for -4. I keep forgetting what game week we're going into. Oh, Defoe just doesn't stop scoring. Oh, maybe did for a bit, but he's done really well. Yeah, I like Brunt. Who are you swapping Aguero for? I don't know who they are. I'm guessing Costa or Kane. Which goal was better, Giroud or Mkhitaryan? It's got to be Giroud. Well, I did think. I mean, Giroud's goal basically came from Sanchez playing a poor pass, playing it behind him instead of in front. Same for Ibra to Mkhitaryan, I guess. But yeah, Giroud. Not only was because first of all I just saw the strike, which was really good, but then I saw the break, the counter attack. It's awesome. Better hair, yeah, much better looking Giroud. Yeah, Chris, I don't know who you're taking out for Aguero, but that's pretty good to me. You got Aguero in place. If you need to downgrade, you can. And Chris Brunt, a big fan this week. Any idea of what time Scout picks and Captain Sensible? I'm assuming one of them might be tonight and one in the morning, but I'm not sure. To be honest, I don't have any extra info on what the schedule is for that. I know it's always a bit different when the game weeks are so close together. They kind of come out very thick and fast. Two transfers, that's a luxury. Jesus, your team's looking good too. I'd maybe... Oh, you're playing Kapui as a fifth mid. I don't know if you have any money in the bank. It'd be nice to upgrade Kapui. But I think Cedric might need to go. Can't have him getting rotated all the time. Foster great in goal. Peters even against Watford could be good. I'd even maybe be tempted to play Peters ahead of Kapui. That's always a worry though, because if Kapui scores, then you'd be really annoyed. Yeah, I like that. I'd maybe just use one transfer on Cedric or Kapui if you got money in the bank. Oh, is this your team? No, Salah, not ignoring you. I just got a bunch of tweets come through, so... Okay, here we go. Found yours, chill out. This is why they do pre-submitted questions on the Scoutcast. Double West Brom against Hull, nice. Well, you got no goalkeeper, that kind of sticks out. What's the defense? Stones. I'd almost play Peters and Alonso ahead of Stones. I don't know, surely keep clean sheet against Burnley. Well, I don't know what yeah, it's nice to have a dilemma like that. I mean, bearing in mind that, there's going to be rotation probably, so you might even get those off the bench. I'm not sure I'd have Alonso last on the bench though. I potentially, yeah. Just goalkeeper, if you've got any money, maybe sort that out. Don't know if you've got any free transfers, but yeah, I think it'd be nice to get a goalkeeper in. Maybe Giroud was trying to flick it on, but I don't think you can be too critical. Like, yeah, it's when someone that scores like a mazy run, and then someone has to stump up and say, "Well, the defending was bad." Just enjoy it. Both good goals. Yeah, I didn't see the whole game, but a lot of people were saying Marshall was really bad. So Jackie might, but I don't know. I think most people already kind of expected him to. So if he hasn't at this point, you're really just playing a guessing game. Yeah, Alonso could be injured. But I'm assuming he's going to be out or play. He's not going to be on the bench and then come on. Oh, you'd have to take a hit. Yeah, I quite like Middlesbrough's fixtures, so Valdez. As long as he doesn't pretend to be injured when he's not. I'm just better about Ibrahimovic. So, another Aguero question for you, because I know some of you are looking to get him in. Damn it, was it no touches, I think, in the Liverpool box? Is that a worry? Or Liverpool were just better on the day? Obviously, Burnley's going to be a different fixture, but no touches in the Liverpool box. Benteke or Rondon, both good fixtures, or both for differential. You tweeted me your team. Gotta find it now. Oh, you're lucky it's the one at the top. Yeah, I think Ibra will play. Fozzie for sure. Ian Nachos. Let's have a look. What was your question? Oh, Benteke or Rondon. Oh, how are you getting both of them in? I wouldn't get rid of either of these two. Because you haven't got any other West Brom players, I'd be tempted to go for Rondon. He's got really good fixtures. I think most people that already own Benteke are worried. And if he hasn't got penalties, that kind of dents his appeal even more. And you got Foster in goal, which is nice. Decent enough defence. So yeah, probably Rondon, but Ivor's a good bet. Oh, you want Phillips as well? So who you got Phillips in for? Sigurdsson, I suppose. Yeah, Sigurdsson to Phillips. I'd probably go Rondon. Just bank the money. Don't worry about always having to spend it. Do I use Twitter on my computer? Yes, when I'm not using my phone. Why is that weird? I mean, pretty much when matches are on, if I'm sat on my computer, that's where I always tweet from. Yeah, I'm keeping Benteke for now. Guess he's got Swansea. See how he goes. De Bruyne will get more points than who? Don't know. De Bruyne is an interesting one. People have been talking about him for a while, but no one really seems to be getting him in. Not exactly killing it, considering he's over 10 million, 10.6. City was shit, yeah. Yeah, but Burnley isn't Liverpool, is it? At home as well. Just checking Twitter now to see if any other teams were through. What did you guys think of Ibra's goal then? Does anyone think it shouldn't have stood? I mean, I could kind of almost see what the ref gave it disallowed, especially in real time. But like I said, I think overhead kicks are they not similar? Foot's up high there. Yeah, good. We're all agreed then. Could have been in the bonus then if you got that. It's very annoying. Oh yeah, I had a look at I had a quick look back at last stream we did, and the kind of calls I told people said to wait till the next game week for Phillips, and look what he did. So Van Dijk was a good option. He gets sent off. Not good at all. Yeah, I think Lee Mason either that or he's a Messi fan. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, Ibra's foot was up. It was down before the goalie got there. It was the goalie that needed him. Quite annoying. We're in a nice little haul that another captain. Yeah, we've not been getting too many decisions. I think we've looked good for a while now. Just now the results are coming with the performances. There's actually something else I was thinking about today. Do you think next year the FPL is gonna convert some more midfielders to strikers? Like if Sanchez gets his place back once Walcott's back and goes back up front, there's no way they can keep him as a midfielder, surely. But Firmino as well. I mean, otherwise you have to start differentiating between someone playing 9, someone playing false 9. I just wonder how that's gonna. I mean, right now there's not that many striker options that aren't expensive. Oh yeah, Milner would have to be. Thing is, if Milner goes defender, could be pretty decent. Especially if he's on penalties. That's our defensive penalty taker next year. Yeah, Martial could be an option. If they might actually get to the point where there's a few different midfielders to choose from United. Yeah, Milner would be at least 6.5, probably 7. Though again, we didn't have any 7 million defenders this year, did we? But the fact that we know that he's on penalties might be a bit different. Well, you'll get Chris Brunt as well, being changed from defender to midfielder. Don't worry, I don't think they're listening to me. We'll be alright. Someone else tweeted me, let's have a look. It's the one with triple Swansea. I've got to find it a sec. Or is it double Swansea? Ranked 1 in Mio. I'm going to struggle to find it now. Oh, have you got Amat? Is that who I've missed? Oh, yeah. Hang on a second. Oh, Ian Hart would have been so good. So good at free kicks. Worried about hitting the chip button? No. I know you asked me like what kind of other chips I'd like. I don't know, I kind of like double captain maybe. Like have 2 different players as captain 1 week maybe, or vice captain and captain. And what I prefer is what a few people have kind of already suggested. And that's having the chips like the wildcard one where you get 1 in each half. Because right now we're all going to wait until the double game week and it's just boring. If you could use a triple captain in a single game week before Christmas, I think that'd be a bit more interesting. No, I haven't broke through 1,000 points yet. 965. So hopefully next week. Need a Llorente replacement, only have 0.2. Oh, you've already got Phillips as well. How much is Llorente? He's like 6. I mean, you could bring in Andy Carroll if you wanted to. Potential option. If you want to take a hit for Sigurdsson, you could get someone like Kabay, maybe. Where's all your money though? Oh, you got Bella in defence and Alonso. Yeah, you could maybe look at Sigurdsson to Kabay and Llorente to Benteke, but I don't know if I want to bring in 2 Palace players really. Messi's price if you come to FPL, yeah, at least 14. I mean, that'd just be boring, wouldn't it? You just Ian and captain every week. It'd be just like having Suarez back. Yeah, Phillips has been doing really well. He's been pretty consistent as well. He actually played most of the start, and then he stopped. I think he got dropped there, and then back in the side. And since then, you can see I think it's 4 goals, 4 assists in 8 games. Do I plan on taking less hits for the second half of the season? Not really. I will take more or less depending on if I need them. I never kind of decide to take a hit based on whether I've already taken them or anything really. If I think it's worth it, then it's worth it. The only difference being kind of this week. If it was any other week apart from one with only like 2 or 3 days in between matches, I'd maybe take a hit, but I'm a bit more wary this week. In the second half, I'll take whatever I need. Especially around double game weeks and stuff. Yeah, Messi would be one of the highest owned players we've ever seen for sure. See, having Sanchez, Costa, Aguero, Kane and Ibra all above 11 million is not the worst thing. What would be nice next year is to get more solid like £8 to £9 million strikers. So like if they move someone like Firmino to striker and then price him at 9.5, that could be good. What rank is 965 points? 484,000. So not good. Yeah, that's an interesting question. Is it harder now to get in the top 10k because FPL is more popular? Like, I don't want to. Not going to sit here and blame my rank on the fact there's more players playing. What would be interesting to see is if people like Vieronka still finish in the top 10k. Because if they do, then I guess there's no excuse. But it probably is harder, yeah. I mean, if anyone's in the top 10k already, then you're doing great. Why wouldn't anybody buy striker Firmino? He's got 95 points for 8.5 million. So he's beaten every striker apart from Costa, Ibra, Defoe and Lukaku. What? Yeah, but they'd be midfielders still. We're talking about taking up striker spots. Yeah, that's a good point. They probably couldn't raise him too much because he'd be getting less points per goal. Yeah, Shelton, that happened last year. People used bench recent triple captain quite early, and it kind of evened out towards the end. That's why I'm not panicking just yet. Still double game weeks and stuff to manoeuvre. Yeah, so potentially you get more bonus points, but obviously nothing for clean sheet and one less point per goal. Yeah, is it Tully man? I kind of agree. I'm not hugely looking to bring Tino straight back in, especially with the fixtures. I kind of want to see how they go once he's back, especially with Mane going. Do you think that's a problem though? If you can just smash 2 double game weeks and that makes you rise up the rankings, is that a good thing? Don't know. I guess it kind of benefits or rewards people that play throughout the season and are really into the game. Yeah, there's been talk of doing that before, splitting between like attacking midfielders, defensive midfielders. Because right now, obviously, people like Matic, I know he was assistant earlier in the season, but him and Kante, they don't get rewarded for the job they do. But on the other hand, people do like FPL because it is quite a simple game. You score goals, you get assists, you keep clean sheets. $190 double gamer, yeah, that's a great score. I think I got, was it like 150, 160, I think? All I remember is getting loads of Liverpool players in, and then they were a nightmare afterwards because of the European Cup. Absolute nightmare to have. I think all of them got rotated, the ones I had anyway. Get Vieronka on the Scoutcast. Yeah, that'd be good. I'm sure we'd all like to know his secret. Don't even know if anyone's got a way to contact him. Yeah, just because there's another game, that's okay for us to say, but maybe FPL want to bring those people over from Sky. But then they might also put off a bunch of casuals as well. Or just people that prefer the FPL games, so I suppose it's quite difficult. It's probably when they don't make too many changes. I'd really like them to look at chips though, like all out attack just seems something you just use if you have to. There's not really any planning around it. A draft game. Yeah, I'm doing that. I actually mentioned last week I was playing Chauncey. as you can see, I won up to second. I'm like Man United, win, 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 win. Yeah, I think FPL it's the game I prefer. I might try Sky next year because they changed the way the captains work, so you just get one every day. You don't have to change it. Like, you don't get 2 a week, so I prefer that. Villaronco will be passed soon in Hall of Fame. Not for long, I'm sure. Yeah, there won't be too much separating ranks. My rank this time last year was, I think I was over 1 million, or maybe 900k as well. I finished just outside the 100k, so not great, but you can climb. Now, Ronka's been around for a while, but none of us know if he posts or not. It's not possible to work it out just from his name, but we'd all love to hear him talk. But is he just getting knocked off because the guy in second or whoever is doing well this year? Obviously, it could change all by the end. Yeah, someone's just tweeting me about Rodriguez, Southampton. Well, he got rotated, but again, that could just be because the gains came so fast. He could be a good option, but Southampton don't score many goals, and getting beat by West Brom at home, potentially something wrong there. Left backs only in defence, yeah, that's a good rule. There's a good few left backs. Yeah, he's the real deal. Villaronca is what we all the kind of ranks we all want. Oh, I haven't even finished in the top 10k once, so that was 2 seasons ago now. It's good that it's close though. Shows that he's maybe slightly human, not just a robot. Okay, someone's tweeted. How should I rotate my squad this game week? Well, even your squad's up for rotation over Christmas. I think you just wanted to brag about Aguero captain. Yeah, I think that looks good how it is. Don't think I'd play Fletcher against ahead of any of those. Grant for sure, ahead of Heaton. And Aki definitely not. Yeah, probably not. Yeah, I wouldn't rotate it. I think it looks good like that. Good captain in place. My girlfriend doesn't play FPL, no. I'd say my son might want to earlier. Soon. He was asking me about the Scoutcast earlier. He said, do I get paid for it? And am I going to be rich? He was a bit disappointed with the answer. Yeah, that's the problem with Rodriguez. I think a lot of it is just memories from before. We'll have to see. Stay in an island, Jeff, for now. No, I think Grant is pretty much being bought by Stoke. I think you're pretty safe with him. Anyone else got any last minute decisions? They just don't know what to do. 3-4-3. He might do, because they played quite well, didn't they, like that, and they had Holgate. I think that's who we all want, is Holgate of 4 million. He might do. We'll have to wait and see. If he does, then I think maybe start looking at him a bit more. Which player would I most like to see in FPL? I'd love to see Ronaldo back at Man United. Yeah, I think as much. I don't know, someone like Aubameyang maybe be good. I think generally just Messi or Ronaldo, because then they'd be in the Premier League. Or Suarez back, but at Man United, not Liverpool. Favourite beer? Yeah, I'm drinking like Heineken and Cobra right now. Bit of a lager, man. I never used to like lager. I used to drink cider all the time. Then I went to Holland, to Amsterdam, and cider was so expensive I had to drink Heineken. Kind of got a taste for beer. I like red ale. Some good red ales in Ireland. Smithwick's is a local one they do as well. It's quite nice. Am I doing a show tomorrow? That's what I kind of want to ask you guys. Actually, I don't know how to like kind of take this forward. Really, I mean, I thought one would be good tonight because obviously there's the deadline tomorrow, and we've just finished the matches. Obviously, yeah, over the international break before the next game, but you'll have the scout cast. So I'd like to know from you guys what you want kind of from this stream, really. What is my favourite weed? No weed here, I'm afraid. Although I did see the holly weed sign earlier. Someone trashing that. Whose FPL team sheet would I like to see? I think we know most of them, don't we? Like, who actually really play. Yeah, the only problem with doing like a stream, like, right, it's one of the reasons the Scoutcast isn't done the first week of the international break is, and obviously you can discuss what's gone on, but a lot of it's going to be, well, don't do this just yet, let's wait and see. It's the only kind of worry I have. I don't want people to tune in if they're not going to find it interesting enough to stay. Depends what you think, really. Who am I captaining? That's a good question, actually. I've kind of right now it's on Benteke. I don't know if it was later in the season. I really needed a differential. I'd probably do that, but I'm probably I don't know. I kind of wish I'd thought about this. I kind of like Sanchez this week, but Ibra's been so consistent. And he's my man, so yeah. Let's change it right now. We'll see if it stays. Sanchez, there we go. He's got to be due a haul soon. I mean, since I got him in, he's not done great, to be honest. He owes me. Phillips is probably a good replacement for Zaha, I'd say. Smithwick's cream, okay. I'll keep an eye out. Kind of like Paul Anna, like the German beer. Before or after a deadline? Yeah, I think before. It's like the scout has to be done on, like, say, a Tuesday. So I kind of like doing it like just before the deadline, maybe on Friday night, just in case anyone's got like any last minute questions or just want to have a chat before the deadline. I think if you do it right after the deadline, I just worry that there wouldn't be enough to talk about. Or not necessarily after the deadline, like after the game week's finished. Thoughts on people who make a team each week just to win. Let them do what they want, I suppose. It's against the rules, but if that's what they want in life, then let them do it. Yeah, vice captain. Obviously, on Benteke, I'll probably change that to Ibra, actually. I always kind of pick the vice captain, even though I'm fairly sure my captain's not going to be rotated. I'll usually make sure I pick a good one anyway. Did I catch your tweet? Let me have a look. Did I mention yours? Can't remember. Sports PR, fancy. Oh yeah, hits with the same team. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, no, the echo was, it was literally, oh, I won't bore you, but in the program I'm using, basically you have to mute the mic within the program because it picks it up elsewhere, and yeah, it's quite an easy fix in the end. The only thing I've said a few times about my current mic is it picks up everything, so I'm sure every time I'm clicking around you're hearing all the mouse clicks, or if I move in the chair. So when I'm on the Scoutcast, I always mute myself in between, so you never hear any of that, usually. Alright, what would I recommend here? Short and long term. Try and not choose wildcard. Damn, you've been copying my team. Yeah, you definitely don't need to use a wildcard. 0.2 in the bank. Okay, so you're almost playing 3-5-2 but with Carroll. I'd maybe stick this week. Have you got 2 free transfers? I can't remember. Oh no, 1 free transfer, yeah. So I'd probably stick this week and then maybe look at downgrading Carroll to like a cheap third striker like Diamandi or someone, or Ashley Barnes, and then maybe upgrading Benteke if he doesn't do well against Swansea. Well, you must have pretty decent team value, I'd say. Yeah, I think Sigurdsson, I think you can justify keeping him. Yeah, I like that team. Looking good. I'd probably bench Carroll this week. Well, that's what I am doing, playing Sigurdsson ahead. Whether or not that's the best idea, I don't know. But that's what I'm doing. Yeah, that's kind of my... You see, Saturday mornings are potentially an issue. Just because I need to start doing my... I've been doing driving lessons on a Saturday, but I've been putting it off for the last month and a half, so I need to get doing that. Plus my little boy does football and judo and stuff, so Friday night would be easier. I think generally most of the news is in by Friday night. If there's something big on Saturday, then so be it, really. Yeah, that's kind of how I want it to be, really, just interacting. I don't want to, I mean, I've written down a few things that happened during the week to discuss, but just really chatting with a beer. Can't complain even with mistakes. What mistakes? Oh, your rank. Oh, overall points, sorry. Yeah, I think that's probably what I'll do. I'll probably look to do the next one maybe the Friday before the next deadline, so it's going to be a little while. Looking on the wrong screen. Yeah, so maybe do it Friday the 13th. Unlucky. Yeah, I'd like to do them more regularly than that, but we'd have to think of something good to do them about, really. Newcastle Brown Ale. I like Brooklyn Lager, actually. Yeah, last time it was 5-4. I don't know, I mean, everyone thinks that Palace are going to tighten up. Well, I don't see another 5-4. But I think there could be good goals in that. Must be mandatory that you drink beer. I don't tend to drink beer that often at home. Don't know why. Now, when I go out, I probably drink too much, but at home, never really. Yeah, Andrew Gray is an interesting one. Obviously, the hat trick makes him suddenly come into our thinking. I had him earlier in the season. The only problem is I don't like Burnley's fixtures. I just worry that maybe that hat trick was a one-off. I mean, do you really... And plus, once I bring him in, he's got these awful fixtures, he doesn't score, then I'm just looking for another third striker. That's kind of why I'm looking towards 3-5-2. So Gray, not for me. I just think he's someone you're going to want to get rid of again. Can you do it late on Friday? What? How late? Right, last beer now. I mean, for the same reasons I'm doing it at 9 PM tonight, it's kind of why the Scoutcast is a bit later. It's because I have to put kids to bed and have dinner and whatever. So it would be highly unlikely it would be before 9 o'clock on a Friday. Is Phillips rising in price? If he is, I need to do my transfer. Oh, he probably is, isn't he? Allen's rising again. In fact, I'm just going to do my transfer now, I think. So what do we think then? Phillips in for Kapui. And then I'd play the midfield 5 and I'd bench Carroll. Am I going to regret that against United? Obviously, long term, one of these two has to go because it's just money tied up in someone that's too expensive for like a 5th mid or a third striker that's not playing. Carroll on pens. Oh, don't be saying that. Surely if anyone's getting a penalty, it's us. Firmino's court date is like the 31st of January. Just bench Siggy. Sigurdsson's got Palace though. Do you not think potential for more goals than Carroll against United? Yeah, that's kind of thinking. Downgrade Carroll and get Alli in for Sigurdsson next week when Ali's got West Brom. That's not a beer transfer. I thought about that. I even tried to do that transfer yesterday. I just missed it. Yes, I also triple captained Andy Carroll. What were we thinking? Things I could do Siggy. Yeah, I could just do Sigurdsson to Phillips and just play Carroll. It just depends whether you think Sigurdsson or Carroll is the better option. I just kind of like having that midfield 5 and having Carroll off the bench in case rotation happens. It's kind of my thinking anyway. 9 to 10 PM for the stream. Yeah, that's when it'll be. I kind of like... Good thing about doing it now and kind of ending soon enough is you're not like... sometimes when you come off the Scoutcast at like 11:15 or whatever, it's like straight to bed. Got to be up for 6. Chadley was in my thinking, but I was looking at him and Phillips was already a good price, and then he scores and assists. He's been doing well, so yeah, Phillips. That's why Chadley's gone for my thinking, but I do like him. Rondon as well, I don't know about him. He doesn't seem consistent enough, really. But the fixtures are good. Yeah, I think, unless I'm wrong, Bilic did say there's a chance that they might have to manage him. But again, that could be during the FA Cup, so... Townsend at 5.9. I hate Andros Townsend. It's like a fantasy prospect. He's just so frustrating to watch because he just shoots from anywhere to row Z. A hit to get Ali or Pogba in for Emery Chan. Who would you be playing instead? Yeah, Townsend, no, not for me. God, Sanchez is going to drop in price. Wow, that's good. Going to keep him for the next 5 or 6 anyway. So I'm just looking back up. Do I work for EA? Yeah. Okay, yeah, Chan would be playing. That makes sense. But what's the hit though? Because obviously you must be taking someone else out. I think it has to be Giroud's goal, especially with the break. No, I'd play Carroll, I think. Who was Stoke playing? Oh, home to Watford. I don't know. Don't think much of Joe Allen. Desert Strike. I think you got the wrong company. Or is that the... Yeah, no, I think you got the wrong... Or at least recent. Do I play Battlefield yet? Sometimes got Battlefield 1. Oh, you got 4 million in the bank. Yeah, I had Chan myself for a bit. Might do okay against Sunderland, but long term I think he's kind of got to go. So I kind of like a hit there. The other thing is you're bringing in Alli against Chelsea, which is a bit annoying. Does have a bit of temper as well. Oh, early 90s, that's before my time. Oh, EA in Vancouver, that's a cool studio. I'd love to go there sometime. What's his first name? They have to give me the full name. Premier League Survivor game? No, I don't think so. Is that like a mobile game? Andy G. I don't know. What game does he work on? It's not like I know everybody in the company, Jesus Christ. Just interested, really. Yeah, Watford are poor at home. Juve. This is the thing, right? We're going kind of like round and round with all these cheap strikers with no definite answer, and I just don't know if it's worth our transfers swapping them around all the time. That's why I'm looking to go for 3-5-2. I've got Carroll now. People are saying Rondon, Juve. Just going round and round in circles. No, I don't know him, but Vancouver's a really cool studio. I'd love to go there. Yeah, the last 2 seasons I haven't watched anywhere near enough football. Even catching match of the day. Sometimes you just see a player and they've missed. They haven't got the stats, or they've got the stats, but then you watch them and you just think, like Townsend, for example, goal attempts. Imagine if you'd never watched Townsend play football. See all those goal attempts racking up. Yeah, I kind of stopped playing Football Manager in recent years. I found it got there's too much stuff in there, and if you're really into the game, then it's great, but you can't be bothered with it. But right now, the game I play the most is like Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, and that's on mobile. Kane to Khan. Good luck. Good luck with that. Good night. Hope it does well for you. I don't know if loads of people are backing Hazard instead of Costa. They're pretty similar, to be honest. Like I said, I looked at their points per game since game week 11. I only chose that week because it's when Kane came back. The Costa's on 7.1 points per game and Hazard's on 6.8, so it's quite even. Just Costa's more consistent in they'll score every week, but maybe not a whole. Yeah, third striker start. Since Charlie Austin got injured, it's just been a bit of a nightmare for me as well. Fantasy Manager 93. I like the Championship Manager 97, 98. That's when I first started playing that. I just started playing Final Fantasy 15. But I haven't played much of that either. I've actually spent like a bit of time today after work sorting out like the graphics for the stream. Like they're very simple, but for someone who doesn't know how to use Photoshop, there's so many options. Confuse the hell out of me. Yeah, I heard that Ericsson was much deeper today. I think Alli is returning to the form he got last year, playing out number 10. Play bench Pedro or Snodgrass? Who's Snodgrass got? Chelsea away to Spurs last game though. Snodgrass. Snodgrass is on everything though, which kind of makes him quite desirable. Or Alonso and play AOA. AOA is kind of, I don't want to say useless, but why not? You'll lose it though if one of those midfielders doesn't play. Yeah, Austin getting injured was a disaster, to be honest. I think Walker's basically nailed. I think him and Rose, yes, Davis and Trippier could come in at any time, but I think for the most part, they're still nailed. Yeah, I think a few people in that boat of never trusting Carroll again. Just because of what happened last time. Someone linking me to Via Ronca's Facebook page. Right, there's 2 more tweets I'm going to look at, and then I might call it a night. Go and finish this beer on the couch. I miss these. Any recommendations? Pope. God, I'd have to look up who that even is. What kit's that? Is that Burnley? Or I got it completely wrong. Oh, Burnley. Cool. I mean, just as a general rule, I don't like expensive goalkeepers. I just don't think they're worth their while, worth their value. When you can get someone like Heaton or Valdez for like $1 million less. Yeah, again, I said it earlier, Origi, I would watch him. I think there's a chance he doesn't start 2 out of the next 4. And Sturridge possibly could even get a start. Eric Dyer as well. He's never going to get you any points, really. I don't know how much he is, but I'd look at getting rid of him. How much is Dyer? Must be less, about 5, I'd say. 5 exactly. How much have you got in the bank? Yeah, I don't know how much money you got, but I'd look at maybe Phillips in for Dyer if you can. And just keep an eye on Origi. He might start against Sunderland, but longer term. I haven't hit the button, no. Should I do it now? I'm going to do it now. Am I? Maybe I should just play Carroll. I wish Phillips wasn't Rosen tonight. And the other tweet was, saving and doing a mini wildcard, so can you afford to save David Luiz instead of Alonso? I like that. Didn't get his yellow card either, did he? Courtois. Interesting. Yeah, again, I think you're probably safe enough to save. A mini wildcard, especially after the break, we don't know what's going to happen with the FA Cup and everything. I mean, personally, I wouldn't have Dyer or Matic. Especially with Phillips, isn't that much more. Just confirmed your wildcard transfers. Yeah, team's sick now. Wait until everyone who just got in doesn't perform. We're looking for another wildcard. Yeah, exactly. The way FPL is set up right now, there's no need to get a defensive midfielder. Right, I think I'm going to call it there. It's nearly an hour and a half. Yeah, I might play Sigurdsson. I'm pretty sure I will. I'm probably going to go straight off and do it. Who was the biggest drinker at the scout camp? What's the cliffhanger? Have I ever needed a toilet break on a scout cast? No, but what happens after it goes off live? We usually chat for a few minutes. Maybe, I don't know, so, like the last one last year, we spoke for about half an hour afterwards, and I have ran off straight away after a scout cast. Can't have a toilet break though. I suppose you could fake a disconnect. I'll transfer. Yeah, alright, I'll do it now. Live transfer. Phillips in for Kapui. Boom. There we go. Kind of like the way the 352 looks as well. You can go to bed happy now, Lesnar. A bucket under your desk, yeah. Who drank the most? I can tell you who was out the latest. So, I don't know if you've ever been to London, but it's a nightmare trying to find somewhere that's open later than like 12 or 1, at least in the area we were. So we went back to the hotel at 11 because the pub we were in was closing. It hit midnight, I think, and the bar at the hotel closed. So it was me, AZ, or Az. Who else was there? I think it was it Granville? And Anorak and Tom Fenley. And we found a bowling place. There was a bowling place open till like 1 or half 1. So we were then there. Then I went to bed after chatting. We stayed up in the hotel bar for a bit longer. Because in our hotel it was fine. Till about 3 AM I think. And I went to bed and then AZ and Tom were still up. I think they were chatting about going... Well, we won't say where they were going. When was this camp? August. I want to say that I won the bowling. I'm pretty sure I did. Oh yeah, I always leave the player on the bench that is definitely going to come on. Well, I mean, obviously it's a geeky thing, like, we're all into FPL, so we all chat about it, but it's great, because you don't usually get that. So I think, when we're in the hotel bar, like 2:30, Anorak was definitely out, because he made a bet with Az about whether Ibra would score 20 goals. So it wasn't necessarily FPL talk, but we were chatting about Ibrahimovic before the season started. No, I don't think anyone recognised anyone. Maybe if they had t-shirts on. Mark though, now he's on the FPL show. Even more well known. I went to London recently just before Christmas. There was 3 lads sat on the table next to us at the pub, all checking FPL on their phones. I was going to go over and give them some advice. He wasn't wearing an anorak, no. He did give us some really cool fantasy football scout stickers though, the year before. I've just left them in my wallet ever since. I've never used them. I don't know if you can see them. Hang on. They're little stickers. Which is pretty cool. Mark, yeah, he just doesn't use his own personal Twitter. Maybe never got into it, I suppose. Yeah, he never really used it before the FPL show. And yeah, he's pretty busy, alright. Yeah, that is the problem with arguments these days. You can just Google it. Get the answer pretty quick. Oh, the scout picks are... Alright, let's have a quick look at them. Every time I say I'm going to go, I just end up staying. Let's have a look. Hang on, before we see him, who's going to be in the scout picks? Aguero is going to be in there for sure. Let me look at the fixtures. I reckon Benteke might squeeze in and Rondon. I reckon Aguero, Benteke, Rondon up front. Let's have a look. Aguero. Oh, Ibra. Fair enough. And Benteke. Rondon must be on the bench, yeah. Oh, no comments. Oh, I wasn't even first. Yeah, Valdes in goal. Scott Dan, of course. Mark loves Scott Dan. Chris Brunt, everyone's favourite right now. The Phil Jones is pretty cheap. Matt Phillips, of course. Zaha's last game. And Alana's been pretty good. Pretty solid scout picks. The thing with Alonso, I've not seen anything about that apart from Ben Dinnery. Mark supports Nottingham Forest. Yeah, I agree. Cheap keepers that get saves over expensive keepers all day long. Mark might need the disguise, yeah. It's actually a really good laugh. What I'd love to do is do a whole fantasy football scout meetup. Kind of like a, don't know, an event for all the community or whatever. I think that could be pretty cool. There's no difference between a full member and a member. They're both the same thing. Oh, okay. I don't use Snapchat. Amsterdam would be good. Yeah, a full member or member is exactly the same thing. Oh yeah, how many scout? I had 9 scout picks last week. That's probably why I did so bad. 1, 2, 3, 4 now. 5, 6 for me as well. Or 6, yeah. I wonder if I've got any. Oh, Ramirez, there you go. Whoever had Ramirez in their team earlier. Right, I'm going to head off for sure. Yeah, obviously if you enjoyed it and you want to see more, just subscribe. It'll let you know when I'm going live, and follow me on Twitter. I'll tweet out when the next one will be. It'll probably be the Friday before the next deadline. And also tweet me any ideas you have. If there's any other videos you want to see, any other streams, discussions, whatever, we can look into it. So yeah, send me a tweet and let me know what you think. Appreciate everyone tuning in. No, I didn't vote for captain. Quick, I'll do it now. There's only one man it has to be this week. Aguero. There you go. Anyway, like I said, thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you soon. Good luck with the game week.